Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness, it has been forever since I've done a live video back on the drive. And so Princess Cocoa Beans and I are back to say hello to everyone. And so is Frank. If you want to see little Frankie, he rides. Oh, well, made a liar out of me. Frankie moved. He'll be back. That's usually his spot, but he's on the seat right now. So we are back. Come over here, girl. Come over here, Cocoa Beans. Say hi to everybody. We are live on Facebook as well as Instagram. And on Instagram, we're live on Coco's feed because, you know, Coco's quite the star. I'm just a normal person, but Coco's a star. So if you aren't following her on either Facebook or on Instagram, it's Princess Cocoa Beans is her handle. So she wanted to say hello to everybody and show her sweet face this morning. I am so happy to be back. It's been about a month because we took a 16-day trip to the British Isles. That was a cruise, as well as a little time in Paris, some of you may know. And we're gone for about 16 days. Got back about 6 days later. My mom passed away. Thank you so much for everyone who reached out about my mom. She was 90, so she certainly had a good long life, but she was one of those larger than life people that somehow you never believe is going to die. And we all thought she'd be 100 just because she was so sassy. But anyway, she's in a better place now, and thank you for everyone who reached out. But I am just happy to be back with all of you here in Fredericksburg, Texas, riding with Cocoa Beans and Frank. We got Frank and Beans this morning, heading to McDonald's to get a little more coffee. Good to see everyone back. Guys, okay, so my first drive back, I just have to say, we are a society, or at least a nation, of pansies sometimes. We are an excuse-making nation. And I'm talking to this girl right here. Excuse-making nation. Let me tell you why. With the inspiration of my daughter, Celie, decided to make a spreadsheet because she was doing this to kind of hold herself accountable on some things, and she was in a computer class where they had to make a spreadsheet. So she was kind of trying to get some value out of it. And I said, you know, I'm going to do this, right? Because how many things are there that you say, I'm going to eat better, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to drink more water, I'm going to drink less wine, I'm going to do some sit-ups, I'm going to wake up earlier, I'm whatever, right? Fill in the blanks. So I thought, you know, she's right. If you make a spreadsheet and you can celebrate some small victories each day, then I just think that's a way to encourage yourself and to celebrate little victories to keep you spurring on to bigger ones. So I created a spreadsheet, and on my spreadsheet, I made it from now to the end of the year. I said I can deal with anything being accountable from now to the end of the year. And I don't know how many of you, but certainly as we get older, it gets harder and harder to maintain the weight we want to be, right? It doesn't get easier, let's put it that way. And there's no excuses here based on age, but it doesn't get easier. So I said, okay, I know that I have to output more than I intake, right? So there's lots of ways you can do that, but I kind of like counting calories just because it doesn't limit you to what you can eat. It's just about the quantity. If you have this, maybe you can't have that. So fair enough. So I made a spreadsheet where every day I have to write down the amount of calories I eat. Not just because if you don't, here's the thing, it becomes, well, I did pretty good yesterday, right? How many can relate to this? If you're not adding them and writing them down where you got to go face them, I tell you what, today it will make me not want to overeat because I don't want to go put it in my spreadsheet and have to look at that number. The other thing that I'm doing personally, because part of it is I want to be just healthier and better shape, is I am weighing every single morning. A lot of the diet plans I've had, you know, say don't do that because don't over focus on a number. I get that, but I also know what else that can lead to. At least for me, maybe y'all don't have this problem. I would just say, well, you know what? Yeah, large black coffee, please. All right, thank you. 205. It's going up, man. It's ridiculous for coffee. But, you know, if I don't get coffee, my drive's too short because I live in a small town and it doesn't take me long to get to work. So put that water over there. So what I will do is I'll go, you know what, I ate kind of bad yesterday, and if I weigh, I'm going to get down about it, and I need to stay charged up, so I'm not going to do that. Alrighty. Here's 2, and I got my coin purse here. And here is, well, they all look alike when you're in here, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of some of these pennies. They're weighing me down. They weigh too much. There you go. Thank you, ma'am. So I'll just say, you know what, I'll weigh in a few days. Well, what happens in a few days if you weigh, you go, oh, and I know it's not going to be better now. So you keep putting it off and you just don't want to weigh. Am I right? That's what I do anyway. So I said, you know what? Good news, bad news. If I'm going to like the answer or if I'm going to hate the answer, it doesn't matter. I'm going to weigh and I'm going to write it down every day. Hello. Thank you. And if the answer is a bad answer, I'm going to deal with it and I'm going to do better tomorrow. So that's just that accountability. I committed from now to December 31st, and because I believe if anything you do that long, you can continue. I'm going to weigh and put it in my spreadsheet every single day. I'm going to write in the calories I consume. I'm going to put in, did I have all the water I need to have to stay hydrated? I put in there, did I exercise? I bought a Peloton. Do any of you guys have a Peloton? So far, I'm loving it. And by loving it, I mean I love it when I get off of it, okay? Because when you're in the middle of the burn, it is not that much fun, but no exercise is. If it's fun, you ain't exercising. So I am very happy. I love to go put in my spreadsheet. P30 means I did Peloton, a 30-minute ride. P15, whatever I can do. I've also added, did I wake up at a certain time? I had put it for 6:30. 6:30 is not early enough. Now I've got it for 6 o'clock because I realized I love my morning routine and I want more time in the morning. So we're doing that. Bible reading. Wes and I started listening to the Bible on audiobook. We set a timer for 15 minutes and we listen to the Bible. It's getting us through about 4 chapters a day. When the timer goes off at 15 minutes, we just finish out whatever chapter we are on, and we're almost through with Genesis. Let me tell you, we're doing Jacob and Esau right now, and that Jacob, he was a mess, wasn't he? So that's been a lot of fun, and it's something you can learn to look forward to together. So I guess what I'm saying is I highly encourage you, because I needed it, is to build in accountability and routine, because you can find joy. I'm finding so much fun in accountability and routine. My feet hit the floor at 6 o'clock. That's my new alarm. And I'm thinking, as soon as I get off that Peloton, I get to get my spreadsheet out. And Wes and I get to have our 15 minutes of Bible time. And then right after that, I get to fill out my spreadsheet and put some things in there that are very doable. Last night, I just added nighttime routine in NTR. How many of us out there know that we should not only brush our teeth, but floss our teeth every night? Take off all of our makeup, ladies. I know some of you are sleeping in your makeup, because I know I have. Moisturizing, just set a little small routine, something that's very doable. But how rewarding is it to go in the next morning and say, yes, I did my nighttime routine. So that spurs me on to want to do better. You know what else it does? Looking at this spreadsheet makes me go, no wonder nobody gets in shape or loses weight. It's hard. It is really hard when you go, I've been trying so hard all month. And you go, okay, but there were all these days I exercised and I ate fewer than 1,200 calories. I drank my water. I got up on time. But there were 2 days here that I drank too much calories, too many. And I'll just make myself, if I don't know and I know it was too many and I was at a restaurant, I put 2,500. I don't like looking at that number. But it really works. And I'm like, man. So it makes you realize you're not getting away with what you think you're getting away with. And if you have to sit there and face those numbers, and I know that you can safely, healthily lose 8 pounds in a month, a couple pounds a week roughly. And I need to lose 3 pounds in the next 4 days. I don't see it happening. But you know what? If I lose 1.5 or 2, that's going to be amazing. And then I'm going to adjust my goal as I go. But my goal is going to keep rolling, and I'm going to have to look at every 30 days out. I've written in big letters on that spreadsheet, this is where you should be by this time. Are you on track? And it's just that daily accountability to nobody but yourself. If you need an accountability partner, I'm here for you. I know you got friends that'll be there for you. But it's been, to me, not only empowering, but liberating. And I know I'm a little nerdy, but it's actually just fun. I'm having a good time completing my spreadsheet and adding to it. So I encourage you to do it. If you've got another system that works for you, that's awesome. Would love to hear about it and hear what's worked for you. But I encourage you right now, go in Google Sheets. It takes a minute. Make a spreadsheet and create it all the way through December 31st and go, this is half a year. What can I commit to doing for half a year that if I do it, is going to change my life? And you can find joy, I believe, every morning in filling that sheet out, because I am. It's making everything easier. and it's making it more fun to want to do. So I'm so happy to be back with y'all. We've got a great topic for tomorrow. I already can't wait to share it. So want you guys to know, from me and Princess Cocoa Beans, we're saying have an amazing Tuesday. Look at that sweet, sweet baby. Have you ever seen such a sweet face? No, you have not. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining.